is your provision for 2026? And how do you operate that?
Madam Chair, can I refer you to the
Yes.
Director General of the PIA?
Thank you.
Yes po, yung Barangay Information and Outreach Network was created to respond to a real and growing challenge. How do we make sure that accurate, timely, and relevant government information actually reaches the people, lalo na po sa mga barangay? This was, kumbaga, last year, sinumalan po ulit ito ng PIA, and we've had Bayon, what we call this Bayon assemblies po, in different parts of Mindanao. And tama po yung sinabi ni Senator Lauren, nabigyan niya po kami ng augmentation. And in fact, this will happen sometime in November in Antique po. Part of it, the efforts of the Bayon really aims to create awareness and a deeper understanding of message development and communication using the available online platforms. And meron pa po kaming mga iba't ibang topics bukod sa fighting fake news. Sometimes it would depend po on the barangay. Like in Antique, one of the things that they're asking for is more into disaster preparedness po. And yes po.
Pili kayo ng officers sa barangay, sa council o maski sino lang dun?
Ang naging ano po
I augmented your budget just to see how it goes
Yes,
see how effective it is.
ang naging basehan po ng Barangay Information Officer ay galing po mismo sa DILG Memorandum Circular noong 2017 po. Kung saan sinasabi po ng DILG dapat po mag-assign ng bawat barangay ng isang information officer sa kanilang barangay. Tapos from there po, si PIA will get into the picture and hinihingi po namin sa DILG kung sino po yung mga naka-assign na barangay information officer sa bawat barangay. And then, depende po sa budget namin, we gather them and we talk about po itong mga different approaches po namin in terms of fighting information, misinformation, and at the same time din po yung mga ginagawa po ng national government na sana po nakakarating po sa mga barangay.
If I did not augment your budget, what do you do in the different barangays all over the country, all the 42 towns?
Ang nangyayari lang po, Senator, is we do information caravans. Pag information caravans lang po, mas konti lang po yung naho-host namin. Kumbaga, with Bayon, for example, dito po sa may Antique, ang inaasahan po namin darating ng mga barangay information officers is around 323 people. Pag mga information caravans po, kung hindi po kami nabigyan ng budget for Bayon, around 50 or 60 people lang po talaga yung nakakalap namin, and they're not in the barangay level. Usually po, mga regional information officers lang po.
Ako lang pala nag-amend ng budget nyo. So parang trial, I just wanted to see how you operate it. And as you know, I have no hand in selecting the people. I leave it to you. I wanted to see how the PIA operates because I remember I asked you the same question of this Barangay Information Officers Network.
Yes.
So it's the first time that there is an amendment in a province for this program?
From how I call it last year po, si Presidential Communications Office actually gave us money to try implementing the Bayon po sa Mindanao. But this is the first time po na from your po talaga na nabigyan po ng pagkakakinig.
Anyway, we see. Then we will assess the
Yes,
impact and how it's done. So what you haven't implemented it by next year, you'll be able to give us an assessment.
Yes po, pero this year meron po tayo November 13, nakalagay po dito. This year po meron tayo.
A meeting of your barangay officers.
Barangay information officers.
Let's see how it goes. Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, is that how it is? Maybe hear from DG Pat?
Yes po. Since 1983 po, yun na po talaga yung building namin. And patingi-tingi lang po yung pag-retrofit sa building. And nagkaroon na po kami ng problema sa structural integrity ng building, the DPWH, to assess our building. Yes po. Opo. And then sa kanila po galing yung retrofitting cost na 300 million. And we do understand that there are issues right now. So what we did po sa PIA is we made sure to double check the costings given to us po by the DPWH. The reason why it is 360 million po, kasi the 300 million will be solely for the retrofitting of the building. We're planning to do it in 3 phases. So in 3 years po, 100 million per per year. And then yung 60 million po, divided din po ito into 3 years with 20 million as payment for the building na rerentahan po namin or office spaces na rerentahan po namin habang inaayos po yung building namin. Case in point lang po, the building of PIA does not only house PIA. We also have there Radyo Pilipinas. We have there the Philippine News Agency. We also have APO. And at some point, the Studio C of PTV4. So, yun po. We were also told by OCD daw po that if we do not kumbaga retrofit our building, by the time that it is declared as a heritage site, mas mahihirapan na raw po mag-retrofit. We only have 7 years na lang po before we are called a heritage site or heritage building.
Effect of the building.
Luksin po.
Oh, look.
Yes po.
Okay. So national artist. Okay.